Now, today we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of your business, your value. And not just any value, distinct value. Value that is yours and yours alone, that compels buyers to want to come and work with you. We're going to discuss how you create your value mix, how you find out the real truth about your value from the keepers of the truth, and even more. So let's get started. So always remember that value, distinct value, is the fuel for your flight. It powers your business momentum to success. And when I create value, or when I talk to my clients about creating value, I always talk about a value mix. Now, your value mix is the fuel for your business success, and it's comprised of three components. You have value in your company, in your business itself. You have value that you can provide in your products or services. And you also have market value, which is what people say about you in your market. Your most distinct benefits to your audience are what comprises your value. I don't care what you think is valuable. I don't care what anybody inside your business thinks is valuable. Value is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder that matters is the person with the cash who buys your products. So you need to find out about your value from the beholders, and the way you do that is to ask your keepers of the truth. Now, who are your keepers of the truth? Your keepers of the truth are the people that are out there. They're in your audience. They're not inside your building. They're not your best friends. They're not everybody that knows your story. They're external sources. And the key to finding out the real truth about yourself is to make sure that you have a blend of resources that you get feedback from. You don't want to just go to your best friends. You want to get balanced across your past markets, your present and what might be your future markets. You want to get happy people and people that may be not so happy with you. And you want to blend that. And you want to make sure that your feedback matches your target focus, not your past or your best friends. So who are the keepers of your truth? Well, first of all, they are your best friends. They're your customers, your best customers that you've known forever and are in your big markets. You don't want to discount them. You want to balance their feedback. Now also, you want to talk to smaller customers who may buy onesie-twosies and there are only 5 or 6 of them that look alike. You want to talk to the new customer that just came in that's using your product or service in a new way. They may very well point you to new ways of looking at your value and to new market opportunities. You want to look at your prospects, people that come and don't necessarily buy, suspects that you think might be markets but nobody's bought there yet. You also want to talk to people who don't like you, the naysayers, the ticked off customers, the people who left you. Those people will tell you more about your value or lack of value and what you're missing to be distinct than anybody in your best customer list will, and you will learn from them. You also want to talk to your partners, your associates in the market, folks from other industries, get their feedback, people that don't even know you. Show them your value and say, what do you think? Gather your feedback from that blend of resources continuously and follow it. Don't just listen to what you think in your head. It's gravity. So now let's talk about the components of your value mix. First of all is company value. Your company isn't just about your building or your products or your service or your brand. Your company value is actually independent of all of that. It's about your business and what people see and think and perceive when they hear your business name. Sometimes company value is really tangible. I've been in business for 22 years and I've helped hundreds of clients globally. That is a business value for me. It shows that I'm credible, that I have been in business. I have expertise. You probably have the same thing. And if you don't, then look for intangible aspects. Maybe it's your expertise and what you're known for. Like Apple is known for being simple. Maybe it's about your personality and culture. Those Walmart greeters that are always smiling. The fact that you go the extra mile to make sure your customers are successful. Maybe it's about the fact that the parents of your current buyers bought your product and they're continuing to buy from you too because of the generations. Intangible value can come from all kinds of aspects. And company value can take you through the tough times. Just look at GM. GM had real problems, but America rallied around them because they were a known family brand. You want to find your company or business value. And here are the questions that you want to ask the keepers of the truth about your business value. You want to find out about the positive things they think about your business, but you also want to find out about the negative impressions they have, because those negative impressions are places that that you can create more distinct value by resolving those issues. So make sure you get all of that feedback as you look for the first pivot point in your value mix, your business value. Now, secondly, you want to look at your product or service value. And it's not just about features. Forget features. Value is about the benefit you bring to your customers. All right? Competitors can claim equal features to you and they can out-feature you. Thanks to the web and the internet, they can make a list and nobody will know the difference. It's very easy to Me Too features. However, when you have proven customer value with your customers talking about it, with evidence of it, and their benefits, it's really difficult to Me Too that. Now, some places to find your product or service value are find a problem that you solve for your customers. Find a way that you make their life, business or personal, easier or better. That's how you find product value. And the most important question to ask is, so what? So what difference do you make for your customers? It's not about you, it's about them. So what? If you're in a B2B market, find hard evidence first. You increase their revenue, you increase their profits, you decrease their costs, you made them more productive. Those numbers, those quantitative evidence are why business buyers buy. Then add in the more intangible value about, I get home at work, I got promoted, my life gets better, etc. Now you want to flip that if you're talking to a consumer market because consumers are more driven by personal needs. So look for ways that you make their personal or professional life better, easier, their wife happier, make them feel better about themselves. Then add the financial value. We cost less, we save you money, etc. Those are the important ways to ask the so what questions. Now, product value questions are similar to your business value questions. Ask them about the value you provide and overall ask them so what. And also make sure you ask them what you could be providing that you're not. They'll show you the way to that distinct value that'll fuel your success. Now, the third pivot point is market value. And no, market value is not created by Wall Street. When our customers are successful and they talk about us, that's how you create market value. And market value creates oomph in your market. I personally think it's the most important value you have because market value is created by others. And today, people buy based on what they hear about you from their own trusted resources, their friends, people who look like them, people who they respect. They don't listen to you anymore because you know what? We as vendors thumped our chests too much and we don't have the credibility anymore. So you want that word of mouth praise. You want those customer success stories. You want those recommendations. That's the most powerful way to create market value. You create market value when you serve your customers. And when you do it well, they will create market value for you. So, what are the exercises that I want you to go through for lesson 5? First of all, I want you to sit down and I want to identify your keepers of the truth. Get a good blend of current customers, everybody we talked about, and make sure you have lots of balance of fresh perspectives. Now go chat with them. Ask them questions. Don't go out and say, gee, this is what I think my value is. Do you agree? That's leading. Ask them open-ended questions. Let them tell you off the top of their head. Listen, learn, and ask, so what? A lot, okay? Once you come back, I want you to identify where the meshing is of the top value in your company, your products or services, and your markets. And define your value mix, all right? Now, I only want you to pick 1 to 3 values for each of those points. I prefer you pick 1. And then underneath it, I want you to put all the evidence that proves that value. That's how you create your value mix. Then I want you to go make sure that it's distinct. It may just be distinct in the fact that you have evidence that is better than anybody else's. You saved more money. You were more productive. You can prove it, right? But I want you to do that. And then I want you to make sure that going forward, as we talk about in lesson 6 about your markets, that the only markets you're targeting are the ones that are focused on buying that distinct, compelling value. That is how you create value, distinct value, which is the fuel for your business